If you've been pre-approved for a mortgage, I want you to understand something before you start looking at a house. Just because a lender says to you that you can qualify for, let's say, a $400,000 house, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should buy a $400,000 house. Those are two completely different conversations. I'm Jay Whitner with Whitner Realty, here in the beautiful Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. I've spent more than 20 years working around real estate, mortgages, and investing. And one of the things that I want to do on this particular channel is explain real estate in a way that actually helps you make a better decision. Whether you're buying your first home, selling a home, or trying to just understand real estate, say, as an investment. So today in particular, let's talk about something everybody needs to understand. How much house can you really afford, right? Because see, what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to just get into a house. I want you to be comfortable once you get there, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with this pre-approval process, which is something everybody goes through, okay? When you talk with a mortgage lender, they're gonna look at things like your income, your debt, your credit, your available funds, the loan program that you qualify for. And based on those particular numbers, they're gonna determine how much that they're willing to lend you. But here's the most important part of that. The lender is just determining, you guys, what you qualify for. You have to determine what you're comfortable paying. Does that make sense? So I need you to focus on that as we get into this. See, those numbers aren't always the same. And what I'm gonna do, I wanna give you kind of what I mean when I say that. Let's say that you've been renting your current house or house payment or apartment, and you've been paying maybe $1,800 a month. You get pre-approved and suddenly you're looking at a potential mortgage payment of $2,500 to $2,600 a month. Technically, you qualify for it. But I want you to know something that's even more important than just qualifying. What does that extra $700 or $800 a month do to your life and your lifestyle? For example, do you have a car? Payment? Do you have student loan payments? If you have kids, okay, you take that into consideration. I have 3. Are you trying to save? Do you like traveling? Do you have other financial goals and obligations that the creditor can't see? Because buying a house shouldn't mean that everything else in your life has to stop. And there's something else buyers sometimes, just sometimes, misunderstand. Your mortgage payment isn't just the principal and interest on your loan. See, depending on your situation, your total monthly housing payment can include principal, interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, mortgage insurance, and possibly HOA, which is Homeowners Association. And then there's something that isn't included in that mortgage payment. We're talking about maintenance. For example, when you rent and the air conditioner stops working, you can call the landlord. When you own the house, congratulations. You are the landlord. So you need to have that money put aside for anything that could possibly happen. And that's why I don't like really beginning the home search by asking you that famous question. What's the most expensive house you qualify for? I'd rather start with this. I'd rather start with, what monthly payment are you comfortable living with? Then what we do from there, we work ourselves backwards. That's a completely different way of looking at what we all call affordability. And this becomes especially important when you're really looking online at houses. You might see this beautiful home listed for $375,000, and you can say to yourself, I can afford that. I see the numbers on there and I'm fine with that. But maybe that's what you think you can afford. What about the property taxes? What about the HOA we talked about? How much is your homeowner's insurance going to cost you on a monthly basis? And also, what kind of interest rate do you actually get compared to someone else? Are you putting 3%, 5%, 10%, 20% down? Do you have mortgage insurance on top of that? And that's something we'll get into in the future, right? So two homes with the same purchase price can have different monthly costs, right? And that's why I tell all of my buyers, don't fall in love with the price of the home. Understand the payment, you guys. And even then, make sure you understand the entire financial picture. That's very important. And here's another thing I want my first-time home buyers in particular to understand. You don't have to put down 20% in order to buy a home. There are a bunch of different programs, mortgage programs, down payment assistance program. Some buyers also qualify for those down payment assistance that will help you get very close to that purchase price. But putting less money down can do what? It can affect your payment and the overall economics of the loan. So this isn't about finding one magic number that works for everybody, right? It's really about putting the pieces together for your particular situation. So here's how I would approach it if you were sitting across the table from me. First, we determine what monthly housing payment you're generally comfortable with. And then second, we get a good lender involved, right? And find out what financing options you actually qualify for. And then third, right? We look at how much cash you'll need, not just for the down payment, but potentially closing costs and other expenses. And then, and only then, we build your home search around those particular numbers, not the other way around. See, I'm going to say the worst time to figure out that a house is too expensive is after you fell in love with the house. I'm not saying it's too late. You know, here, my advice after 25 years of real estate and mortgages, don't buy a house to impress anybody else. Don't buy the maximum just because a lender or somebody tells you that you can qualify. Buy a home that makes sense for your finances, your family, and the life that you're trying to build, you guys. There will always, always be a better house. There will always be a more expensive neighborhood. What your goal isn't simply to become a homeowner. The goal is to become a homeowner and still be able to sleep at night. I'm gonna tell you, that's the difference. If you're thinking about buying a home here in Charlotte, in the Queen City, or the surrounding area, I would really be happy to sit down with you, help you understand the process before you start making that decision. And anywhere else, I can always give you a referral. I'm Jay Whitner with Whitner Realty. And if you're anywhere else in that country, as I mentioned to you, and you're trying to understand buying, understand selling and financing, or just investing in real estate, subscribe to my channel. We're gonna break these subjects down, you guys, one at a time. In plain English, we're gonna make it clear so you can make better real estate decisions. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again and have a great day.